Alrighty folks, this is DC the Realtor once again, and we are still in Moreno Valley, and this is part 2 of our presentation of single level homes, again, here in Moreno Valley, with a very prestigious, well-known, countrywide, premier builder. Right then, we're going to go on right now in this second one. Take a look, please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, okay? Alright, so as we enter, I want to be redundant. Remind you folks that this is a single story, right? 4 bedrooms with an option for a 5th bathroom, with 5th bedroom, 2 baths, 2 car garage, and we are dealing with 2,388 square feet, very approximately. All right then, and this one is going for $618K, folks. All right then, so as we enter, you can see we have a very nice lengthy corridor to the open concept. We're not going to do that yet because to the right here, we have a number of bedrooms and a bathroom, so let's check them out. So first here, at the very front of the home, we have yet our first bedroom. All right then, let's get another view. All right, here's another view of that first bedroom. And I'm gonna stop counting as I go along, folks, so you know if you watch my channel, because I always forget. All right, here's our first full bathroom though. I'm gonna stop counting these bad boys too. Here's our first full bathroom, has the dual sinks as you can see. Let's swing on out. All right then, let's keep it going. And to the right here, we have yet another bedroom. All right then, and let's get another view. And as we swing around and get this other view, it's time for DC's down payment tip. So folks, please remember, you absolutely positively want to come into these situations, meaning model homes being featured by builders with a realtor to represent you and advocate for your interests. All right then, I wouldn't advise anyone to do anything other than that. It's like going into a courtroom without a lawyer. You absolutely want to have an advocate advocating for your interests. Okay, folks? Well, let's continue. So as we depart, we exit this one. We're going to make our way to the open concept. Let's continue, and as we do, still not going to go to the open concept just yet. To our left here, we have a number of situations. The first is we have a laundry room here. And I want you folks to make sure that you're aware that when you buy a new build, washing and dryers are not included, okay? But with a little savvy and a little leverage that a realtor like myself can help you gain, we can have them negotiate that into your deal. All right then, call me if you're not familiar with the techniques that I use to do so. I would suggest you give me a call. Here's another bedroom that they've staged as a exercise room. Let's get another view. And today happens to be a Saturday. I usually don't prospect or preview on Saturdays. Couldn't get out no other day this week, and it's a must that I do so. So there may be folk in the videos, but I don't mind if you don't mind. All right then, it's all good, guys. It's good. All right, now we're gonna make our way to our open concept. And as you can see, there are a number of very happy folk, very happy with what they're seeing here and the layout. All right then. So before we get to the layout, there's yet another bedroom. Here we go. All right then, and let's get another view. Let's swing on around and we'll get yet another view. And as we come out of here, now we'll be able to see the beautiful open concept they have laid out here for us. Here she is, folks. Let's start out with a money shot of the living area. Look at that. And just off the living area, of course, in our open concept, is a money shot there of our dining area. And let's take it to that outside to that beautiful patio, that backyard patio they have there waiting for us. Alrighty folks, look at what we have here. Just like with the other model, alright, very spacious backyard, and that's a very conscientious of the builder. Like I said, most builders are interested in maximizing their profits while building as many houses as possible. So imagine what they would do, of course, is they would shortchange you on your backyard. This builder has not done that. Let's get another view. And the fact that they have not done that is what makes them a premier builder, because they're considering the actual wishes and comfort of their customers as opposed to maximizing their profits. Okay then, which sounds too good to be true, but look, it speaks for itself. All right? All right then. So as we leave this our spacious patio, I want to remind you folks and be redundant that I am DC the Realtor, and I am affiliated with Century 21 King. That's my brokerage. We are in Rancho Cucamonga. We're on Bay Creek Boulevard. Okay, folks, come by and see us. So as we re-enter, you see there is a beautiful view of the open concept. Good afternoon, folks. Look at that. There is our gourmet kitchen. All right then. So you see the refrigerator off in the distance there. That, of course, as you've watched my videos, you know that is not going to be part of this package, folks. All right then. New builds do not include refrigerators. They do, however, include dishwashers, stoves, microwaves. All right then. But look at the nice layout here. And what you're seeing here, the flooring, the cabinets, the backsplash, those will be what's considered upgrades, folks. All right then. Beware of that. Base price here is $618K. All right then. So anything in terms of upgrades will be added to that. All right then. So let's make our way to the master bedroom. Nice meeting you, folks. All right, just around this corner here is our master. And here she is, beautiful at that. And she is very spacious. That, of course, is a king-size bed. And these are some of the most... I'm sorry, sir, man. So that happens to be one of the nicest and sizable nightstands you're ever going to see. All right then, yet another view. All right then. And if you're bothered by the fact that I keep bumping into folks, that's just the way it goes sometimes. No biggie. Right? I like my videos to be live. And what better way to have a live video than to have live individuals? They don't mind, I don't mind, hope you don't mind. All right then. Straight ahead here is our master. All right then. And don't forget, there are down payment assistance programs available. Here is our full sinks and a spa bathroom, spa shower and bath. And our walk-in closet. Yeah, there are down payment assistance programs available for FHA and conventional buyers, and that's not just for first-time home buyers, folks. And we go spinning around our very spacious walk-in closet. All right then. And then I don't want to forget that there is some storage here. And then right here we have our rest area, and it has its own private door. All right then. So as we report, DC the Realtor is on TikTok, dc.the.realtor. I'm also on Instagram at DCW The Realtor, and you found me here on YouTube, Plano DC The Realtor. Please give me a call, folks. You want to see this home, any of the other homes you see on my channel, or anything that you might just want to see off the top of your head, or you have an inkling to want to visit, give me a call. That's what I do. I can give you a tour. I can represent you, and I can also answer any questions that you may have about real estate. That's what I do. All right then. And as we depart, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And as we exit, I will absolutely give you one last view of the residence from the outside. All right, there she is. There's one last view of the residence. And like I said, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. And once again, this was a 4-bedroom with an option for 5, 2-bath, 2-car garage, 2,388 square foot home, starting at $618K. Excuse me, starting at 651K. I'm gonna have to amend that again in the video. Starting at 651K. Okay, folks. Here in beautiful Moreno Valley. Alrighty, folks. So thanks once again for watching. All right then. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Good day. God bless. This concludes our Moreno Valley presentation. Right then. Hope you tune in to see me in the next city. Who knows where it'll be? Wherever they start building, then I follow. Okay then. God bless. Take care.